Hey there, English learners. I am Natasha. Welcome to Learn English Lab, your new favorite place to improve your English skills, step by step, day by day. Whether you're just getting started or working toward advanced fluency, you're in the right place. Our goal is to help you think in English, speak confidently, and understand native speakers with ease. No boring lectures, just useful and enjoyable content. If you're anything like me, learning English felt like climbing a mountain at first. I memorized vocabulary lists, watched hours of English movies, and practiced grammar drills endlessly. Yet, when it came to speaking naturally, I struggled. Why? Because I was still thinking in my native language and then translating into English. That was the biggest roadblock. Once I started training my brain to think in English, everything changed. This is my journey, and the strategies I used to transform the way I think and speak. I'm sharing everything with real-life examples, mistakes I made, and what finally worked. If you commit to this approach, I promise you'll see massive improvements in your fluency and confidence. I remember a time I was ordering food at a restaurant abroad. The waiter asked me a simple question. Would you like still or sparkling? Water? I froze. Not because I didn't understand the words, but because my brain translated the sentence into my native language first, then back to English. By the time I responded, the waiter had already moved on. Thinking in English eliminates this delay. When you stop translating, your brain becomes faster, your responses smoother, and your speech more natural. Real-life example. At work, I used to prepare presentations in my native language and then translate them. One day, I decided to write directly in English. At first, it was slower, but with practice, it became second nature. Not only did it save time, but it also improved my confidence in meetings. In the beginning, I started by labeling things around my home. The table became table, the chair, chair, and the door, door. It sounds silly, but it works. This helped my brain associate English words with actual objects rather than translated equivalents. Example. Each morning, I would say out loud, I'm opening the window, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm drinking coffee. It felt strange at first, but it trained my brain to think in English in simple daily routines. Our brains love pictures. Instead of learning the word apple as the translated word from my language, I imagined an apple and connected the English word to the image. This helped break the habit of translation. Exercise. When you learn a new word, Google its image or imagine it vividly. For example, the word delicious. Think of your favorite food, the taste, the smell. Say to yourself, this pizza is delicious. This was a game changer for me. Throughout the day, I would narrate my actions in English. Now I'm opening the fridge. I need to take the bus. Let me check my email. It sounds crazy, but it works. Your brain starts using English as its default operating system. Real life. Story. I used to commute for 30 minutes. I used that time to narrate what I saw or thought. The man in the red jacket is walking fast. It might rain later. It became my personal English podcast. Talking out loud isn't always possible. That's when I turn to my internal monologue. Instead of thinking, I'm hungry, in my native language, I trained myself to say it in English. Whenever you catch yourself thinking in your first language, pause and switch to English. Be patient with yourself. At first, you'll slip often, but gradually, English will take over. I made English part of my environment. I changed my phone and computer settings to English. I subscribe to English YouTube channels, podcasts, and audiobooks. Example: I started listening to an English podcast every morning while brushing my teeth. Over time, my ears got used to the rhythm, pronunciation, and sentence structures. I began asking myself questions in English. What do I need to buy today? How do I feel right now? What did I do yesterday? Answering in English kept my brain engaged. Practice example: before bed, I asked, "What did I learn today in English?" It was a small habit with a huge impact. The first time I had a dream in English, I was thrilled. It meant my subconscious was thinking in English. This doesn't happen overnight, but if you immerse your mind daily, it eventually kicks in. Right before bed, read or listen to something in English. Let your brain digest English while you sleep. I practiced conversations alone in my room. I looked at myself in the mirror and said things like, "How was your day? It was great, thank you." You become your own speaking partner. You hear yourself, correct mistakes, and improve pronunciation. In one embarrassing moment, I said, "kitchen" instead of chicken at a dinner. Everyone laughed, but it became a lesson I never forgot. Real progress comes from mistakes. Don't be afraid of them. Training. Your brain to think in English takes time, consistency, and patience. But it's worth every minute. Today, I don't translate. I think, speak, and even dream in English. Start with simple steps. Label your environment. Narrate your day. Change device settings. Practice internal monologue. Ask and answer questions in English. Every habit compounds. Bit by bit, you'll notice the shift. Your brain is adaptable. With focused effort, you'll start thinking in English automatically, just like I did.